All right, how's it going, everyone? Nick and Tristan here. It's for the One on SK MMA podcast. Tristan's got some guava. I haven't got anything.
No, we gotta eat healthy now. No,
Yeah, I know you're on your diet, right? You're looking trim.
looking good.
How's the diet going? How many pounds you down?
2-3 kilos.
Nice. I like it. I think I put on 2 or 3 kilos in Bangkok last week, as always. Yeah, I weighed myself on the scale. I just went to the vet, and I was definitely up about 3 kilos. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times as heavy as the dog, perhaps. Yes, the podcast is slightly late today. Sorry, I had to take the dog to the vet. The other dog bit one of our dogs. So we have 2 dogs. Yeah, one of our dogs bit the other dog. Yeah, she had to get the hair shaved and some antibiotics. She got the cone of shame on now. Yeah, terrible stuff. But yeah, there we are. We're back with the podcast. Nick's going to lose his podcasting championship on the scale. Never. This is the only podcast you need to know about if you care about one championship. This is all you need, baby. We are going to be bringing you a big recap today of One Fight Night 22. Tristan and I were both there. Tristan's guy was fighting Rung Rao. We got a nice win, and City Chai was also there. Good day for your gym, Tristan.
Yeah, City Chai back in action to announce his fight against Masaki Nori.
Can't wait for that one. Yeah, so that news dropped as I was in a cab on the way to Lumpini Stadium. Quickly rushed out a tweet. That's pretty cool. You excited about that one?
Hi.
It smells very
excited, big fight. It's gonna be a banger. Both guys coming off. Both guys staying ready for it. To Chai back in camp after his little mental break and having his second child. So very happy for him. He's getting this fight after the birth of his child, just to get some money and everything. Save up for the kids. He's a father of 2 now, so yeah, very happy for him as well, and very happy for him to get this fight on such a big card of the year.
I remember I was going to ask him about the child in the interview, but I can't remember if you said he had his second child or his third. So I didn't want to be like, "How's the birth of your third child?"
Second.
I thought it'd make me look really stupid if I. So I didn't ask him, but please pass on my congratulations to him. I just remember seeing a video of him once with 2 kids, and he was riding around on a bike with a couple of kids. I thought he already had 2 kids.
There's a little relatives in the area as well.
Okay. Is that in Buriram?
No, he lives on the outskirts of Bangkok with his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, congrats to him. Hello, everyone in the chat. Nikolai's here. Vegan Crane straight into it. The question is why Dmitry Menchikov didn't get his 50K. Yeah, we'll talk about that soon. Banging card this week. Story of the fight says, congrats, Tristan and team. Yes?
Thank you.
Anonymous says, Fight Night 22 is a very solid card. Good mix of every sport and no mismatches. Seems like each fight moved their respective divisions forward. Honor, though, says some questionable decisions. Thought Akimoto won. They almost ripped Rung Rao.
I agree with you, my friend. From the ringside, I was watching it, bro. Sorry. Wow, really good. I thought it was a UD, right? And just to calm my mind, I had to ask the boss, the Godfather, my father. How do you see it? And he said, UD win. So I calmed my mind a little bit. As soon as they said split, my heart sank. I was like, no, is this going to happen? Are they going to give it to Bogdan? But then they swung it to us, and I was like, oh, thank God, But it was such a good fight, though. It was really close, very fun fight to see. Very fun fight to prep for as well against Bogdan.
What's the feeling like when you hear that word split? decision as a coach, manager, whatever, gym owner? What's
Yeah.
going through your head?
Just please swing it to us. Yeah, he's trained
Because
so
you know
hard for
it
the
can
fight since
go
April.
either way, literally.
Yeah,
And
I know it could have gone the way. I just prayed. And I was like, this.
it
Just
must
pray the whole
be
time.
horrible just to think, oh, this next word out of his mouth going to affect the next 3-4 months of our lives.
Yeah, there's such big stakes on it as well. If I heard correctly, backstage it was for #1 contender. So like, you never know when you're gonna get that shot again too. So
Yeah.
very happy for Rung Ravi. He's gone back with the family. If you look on Instagram now, he's gone off his diet. He's eating very, very spicy Thai food.
Yeah.
So I hope he enjoys his break, and I'll see him back in camp soon when we get our title shot.
Don't eat too much, Rung Rawi. Take it from me. Yeah, it can escalate quickly. Well, yeah, let's get into some of this card. We'll talk about this fight. Yeah, Rung Rawi and Bogdan. What do you guys think in the chat?
So
So
I
it
gotta
was
reply something from work. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sorry, I'll get into it. Story of the fight says I could see round 1 for Bogdan maybe, but 2 and 3 were clear for Legatron. The judges last week were awful. They seemed compromised, says Anonymous. They almost robbed Reese too. Yeah, another decision there. Ego Kind, what's up? Was that intercepting knee a mid-fight adjustment, or was that planned because of Bogdan's crazy pressure? We'll get Tristan to answer that when he is back. But yeah, let's get into this card then. It seems like we're talking about the decision, so we'll save the Smilla chat. Maybe we'll save Smilla for when Matt Lucas jumps on. So Matt Lucas will be joining us, guys. Head of PR or director of PR at Fairtex Gym. He's been over. He wasn't at the fight. He was over in the UK for the Amazing Muay Thai Masterclass with Superbon Nongo in Reading, wonderful town of Reading. Now he's walking around London. He's going to join us from whichever place he is pulled up. Question for you, Tristan.
Yes.
From story of the fight, is this a mid-fight adjustment, the intercepting knee, or was that planned?
Because every time Bogdan was going to throw a low kick, you could see it, and you can see him load up on the kick. So the stepping back knee was just to intercept that low kick and target the body a little bit more, just to slow him down and stop him from doing the low kicks as well.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, Rung might be setting up his left cross as well.
Is that the only highlight?
Yeah. There's a better highlight on the one championship Thailand page.
I can't access One Championship Thailand anymore. They've geo-locked it, and Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It sucks. It absolutely sucks.
Yeah. I could see round 1 for Bogdan, maybe 2, 3, and 4. I could see it like that. 2 and 3 was us, and first one was Bogdan. But like my dad and some of the elders at the gym thought all rounds were for us because he was doing good counter striking on the first round as well.
All right. Just blowing my nose there, sorry. Okay, Connor's Corner. That Shadow fight is off.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Is it? Is this fight off, Shadow?
Sorry. Got another call from work.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll handle it. Sad the Shadow fight is off, but happy Kulabdan versus Nabati got announced for May 24 for one Friday Fight 64. I didn't know that fight is off. That sucks. Yeah. What happened? What's next for Rung Rawi? Well, we'll ask Tristan in a bit. Tetsuya saying the step in knee seems to be the ultimate counter that works for the Thais in kickboxing against power punches. Nak Moyes love that step in knee when fighting under kickboxing rules, says Anonymous. Shadow got injured. Thank you, Connor. Well, we'll ask Tristan about Rung Rawi's plans when he's back, but I'm gonna jump up to the.
Sorry. Busy with the busy month.
Oh, what? Okay, talk about the step in knee. Everyone's talking about
Um,
this.
yeah, because people, they open up a little bit, a lot, with the knee. So you step in and then you cover up really well. There's not really a chance you can get in behind the knee, behind the guard. So it's a good way to intercept a lot of people that are coming in very aggressively with high pressure and with powerful punching as well. If you could see, we were trying to copy how City Chai fought David Curie with in Glory, how we teep to the body, punch to the body, and then try the knee. But Bogdan was just really strong, um, you know, so he didn't go down. But that was the plan, because he's a southpaw. City Chai's a southpaw. I try to copy what successful City Chai and added to the arsenal of Rungrawi as well.
Okay. Ties in there. Fucking geo-blocking. Says Yoko. Best
Guys,
Muay
relax.
show of the week is barely watchable due to that shit. Why block out the entire world from watching your stuff, man? Especially now when Muay Thai is so hyped. Yeah, I agree. Jester asking about a title shot. Do you think, Tristan, that is next for Rungrawi after he gets back from the holiday?
100%. I think it's time for a title shot. He's what? He's 5-1-1, I think, if I'm not wrong. And I think that they're looking to keep Regan occupied with Dimitri as well. So why not keep the kickboxing division going and give Rungravi the title shot?
Well, Alexis Nicholas is back in camp, says Tetsuya, and we'll be back soon. Maybe a rematch with Ursel. Could be.
Could be.
Gonna have Ursel on the podcast this week, I think. So maybe we can ask him about that. But yes, some questionable decisions on the card this week. So let's look at another one. Everyone is talking about the big one. Everyone's talking about is Hiroki and Wei Rui. Yeah, how did you see it, Tristan?
I thought Hiroki won.
Yeah, I think
I don't
most
know.
people did.
They made it look really bad, giving it as a unanimous decision. If it was split, people would take it less harder. But giving it as a UD, it just sounds like they're setting him up to be successful in one, or like, giving him the shine. But I don't know. I'm not one, so I can't really say anything. But in my opinion, I thought Akimoto won, or they could have just gave it as a split.
Yeah, I want to try and bring these scorecards on the. Here it is. I'll show it on screen. How do I do this? There it is. Can you all see that?
No. Oh yes, I can.
Okay. Yeah, Hiroki Akimoto Wei Rui. So 2 judges gave it 29-28, and the third gave it 30-27, which is what people are a bit outraged by. I think it was Ricky and Shane gave 29-28, and Mehdi Letelier 30-27.
I think 29-28 would be more fair, right? If I was judging.
Yeah.
Because it could have gone to anyone, right? It was on the judges. But I don't know why it was 27-30 on the last judge. Because Mehdi Latit, I can't say his last name, but Mehdi scored pretty well for Rungravi as well. And there was Shane scoring it the opposite way for Bogdan. So maybe it was just something with judging that day, because both maybe just funny judging, man. That's it. You get one of those days. So
yeah, I do have sympathy for the judges. I know them all personally. They're not crooked guys. Don't worry.
No.
A lot of people think they're compromised or something. They're saying they're really not. I think it just happens every now and then, and it was probably one of those fights that's difficult to call. I always trust their opinion. I often ask Ricky, Shane after the fight, especially Shane. I'll ask him. Whatever he says, I'm usually agree with. I also feel for them because they have to do the Friday night show and then get about 3 hours sleep and come back in the morning and do Saturday morning, which cannot be easy when you've got, especially flown across the world like some of them have. So, yeah, I sympathize with them. And, I spoke to the boss man, Chatri, and he gave me the word. Yes, we're gonna be. He wants to do a rematch. I'll try and show that on screen too. I'm technologically inept, but where is that one? Hiroki judges to. Well, basically, Chatri told me, yeah, we want to do a rematch. The judges got it wrong. He said he felt that it was a close fight, but the judges were wrong. So he wants to do an immediate rematch, basically. And I asked him when. He said Tokyo is a possibility, but that's September. So I feel like these guys will want to get back.
You know what? If City Chai and Ori is close, bro, let's run it back in Tokyo. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It hasn't even started yet. But yeah.
Well, he says most experts and fans think the judges got this one wrong. I respect the judges, but I believe Akimoto was clear winner, even though the fight was close. I think this should be an automatic rematch. So there we go. Akimoto was happy to hear that. Akimoto had been a bit upset.
Disappointed.
Yeah, when I spoke to him, he just didn't know how that could have happened. Here is a quote from him. Basically, yeah, he said, I feel it was strange and still have a feeling that I can't accept the decision. I would like to see the results again and have the judges look at the results again. Wei Rui, on the other hand, was adamant he deserved to win the fight. He got a bit spicy. He said, if you think that I didn't win the fight, you need to study the rules of kickboxing, essentially, is what he was saying. So how do you see that, Tristan? Do you think Wei Rui is right to be crowing about his victory, or I think he the sense I got was, actually, that some of the Chinese interpreters and people were telling me that Wei Rui loves fighting the Japanese fighters. He hates fighting the Thais, so he doesn't want to fight Pet Tanong or anyone. So I think he'd take this rematch if they did it. But were you impressed by his debut and one?
Even in the media doing Rung Ravi, so I was catching like glimpses of it. But he was doing good, man. But I reckon the scoring could have been split a lot. It would have been a lot better. But happy for him, unanimous decision win. His whole team made it over. Even Lutza, the K1 champion, was wandering around out in front of the stadium. So it was like, big win for him and his team. No, good that they're doing a rematch. Maybe they could keep the bantamweight division busy with this saga of fights or trilogy they want to do between these two. It's a possible option to do it.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm sure Hiroki will just be happy to have another fight if they can do a quick rematch.
First one in Bangkok, maybe second one Impact Arena, and then third one in Japan.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be fun. Or you can just do the second one in Pina again, keep it neutral, and then do the third one in Japan or China.
Story of the fight says it was smart of Chatri to get in front of it and say he thought Akimoto won. The immediate reactions everywhere were that one still hates Akimoto. They need to run it back, says Chester. Haggerty is busy anyway.
Yeah.
That's true. The numbers don't lie, Anonymous says. Look at the striking stats for that fight. Looking at Wei Rui's profile, it's his only fight in one. Hiroki threw and landed more. Ricky's a good judge. Story of the fight says. Rewatching it was closer than I thought compared to watching live. Still Akimoto won, but it was close. Yeah. A lot of debate.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah, we love Ricky.
I bumped into Ricky backstage, and he was like, "Man, they're kicking off about the decision for Rung Ravi." It's like, yeah, but you guys made the right decision. I don't know why they're kicking off about it.
Oh, what were they saying about this, Akimoto?
Don't know. I didn't talk to them about Akimoto, but
yeah.
But a lot of fans are saying, Akimoto won. I thought it was a much closer fight. Not unanimous decision, but
yeah,
up to them.
Yes, Ego Kind is pointing out how immediate the last three matches were. I think someone also made the point on my Instagram that Chatri also called for a rematch with Rui Bertelio and Zhang Paimian, which never happened. So this may never materialize, guys. But Connor says, I feel so bad for Akimoto to sit out for 17 months just to get ripped.
Yeah, you gotta feel for him, man.
You do.
But
You
you understand Wei Rui waited a while as well to make his one debut, right?
I have no idea how long he's waited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure both guys have been ready to go. I would like to see them fight in a prime time setting. So Tokyo would be good. Both guys, because the morning can be difficult to fight in, especially if you haven't fought in 17 months. Right. Wei Rui can't afford ties forever. Superlek and or Pet Tanong or wait, says Anonymous. Yeah, agreed. Pet Tanong is back in July. Wonder who you'll fight. I'm guessing Ilyas Enahachi.
Or Alafeli Ramasanov.
Yeah.
Who else is in the division? Ferrari?
Enahachi's
No, they don't want to do ties versus ties.
Enahachi left. Yeah.
Don't know if he left or is he still with one. I'm not sure.
No, I believe Enahachi is no longer with one.
Excuse me. Wow.
Yeah, I would say Alaverdi's a better bet. Rui Botello had an ear injury. Yeah, he did. I think he's okay now.
Where's my boy Asa 10 Powell, man?
Yeah, get Asa in here. Okay.
Let's get Asa back in the mix, man. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, this man can do it all.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's look at the other dodgy decision. Well, it wasn't. They got the right decision, but yeah, split decision for Reese. I felt was tough. Over Hu Yong.
There you go. Connor's corner. I'd like to see Wei Rui versus Akimoto 2. 5 rounds for the interim title in Japan. Ooh, that'd be interesting. But the champion's not injured or anything, so I don't know if they'll do an interim title or not. If the champion's not injured or something, there's nothing wrong with the champion.
That's true. But to be honest, the fight itself wasn't actually amazing.
Yeah, it's back and forth, Guys are looking, for openings between the both of them.
Yeah. Anyway, any thoughts on? I don't know if you care about MMA. But yeah, Reese and Hu Yong. That was another iffy call. I mean,
really?
Reese got the call. It looked like got the right decision, but it was a split decision. I felt Reese deserved unanimous decision there. People in the chat say Hu Yong is very one-dimensional.
I was very happy for Reese, fellow Australian, fellow Queenslander, I think. So very happy. Up the Broncos.
Oh yes, Reese was so impressive getting out that first round. Relentless pressure. Apparently, Ilyas re-signed with one a few months ago. I thought Ilyas had gone. Where did I get this from? Maybe his contract was up and he sort of was making noise about it. Okay. Yeah, glad for Reese. He got his win. He had no answers after round 1, Hu Yong, when Reese wouldn't go down. Gassed out, got ragdolled for rounds 2 and 3, even outboxed, says Anonymous. Yeah, I thought it was a good performance from Reese, one of the best we've seen from him, especially after a year off, and I'm excited for him. I hope he gets...
And why did he take the year off?
They didn't give him fights. He fought in Denver last year, and then his opponent got suspended for 6 months for a positive drug test, and Reese re-signed with them last summer, and then nothing until now. So
I guess they're just waiting for him to get a worthy opponent, I think, because he's better than most of the division, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know about... You got to offer more than one fight a year.
Yeah, man, you gotta keep these guys focused and how do you say it? Motivated with the fight offers. One fight a year, you don't know what's next. Some guys get upset. Some guys That's
Oh
some guys'
yeah,
team's motivation, you know.
Reese was crying in my interview with him, and he said, "I'm
Oh,
quite overwhelmed. It's been a long process to get here. I was pondering retirement. I was pondering what the hell am I doing, but I'm here doing something
man.
right."
Yeah, and that performance shows that he's still fucking got it, baby.
Yeah.
Fucking Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah. Oh, my cameraman Clint actually yelled it out, you know, Aussie in the crowd, and someone went oi back.
Yeah, Clint was very excited about Reese.
Yeah,
He
man,
was,
he's a lovely guy, man. Very happy for Reese and his team. We were actually seated behind his team, so we were very happy for him.
yeah. He's got a new team out in Queensland, right?
I think so.
On the Gold Coast.
Yeah, baby, GC. That's my hometown
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. So happy for Reese. He's doing well. Good to see him. Who is he fighting next? I really doubt DJ is coming back, says Chester. Yeah, I don't know. I suggested to him an interim title. He's down for that, and he said if DJ's gonna hold up the division, let's do interim, and maybe Reese versus Adriano Moraes would be good. I think. But there's other guys there. It's a good division by one's standards for MMA in terms of being active. It's been fairly active. So, well, not for Reese certainly, but yes.
Oh.
Then you have other guys like Danny Kingad. Can't remember now. Kairat is the other. Kairat's out of the rankings, but there's a few guys there. I would say Reese versus Adriano interim belt. Book it, guys. Flyweight's a weird place, says Connor, with DJ being champion, with no interest in fighting MMA anymore, just wants to grapple and box now, apparently. Yeah, so DJ is talking about boxing Manny Pacquiao.
Oh, well, Walker and Pacquiao fell through, so why not?
Yeah, but it's just holding things up, and I don't want to blame DJ because maybe they're not fighting him because I think he's on like $1 million a fight, so they may be
They're not going to roll him out for the American card?
You'd think so, right?
Why don't you just roll out a championship fight with Reese on the American cards, man? That's good enough for him already.
Man is 39 years old, I think. So sitting out a year and a half, and then he's 37. Sorry, DJ, that was rude of me. 37. Jesus. Last fought in May, and if he fights in Atlanta, I don't think he'd be on the Denver card because they've already got the top fights there. That's like a year and a half off. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think DJ's an anomaly. We don't really know what's going on with him.
Yes, as Connor says, if he doesn't fight in Atlanta, I imagine he's not coming back.
Really?
But anyway, yeah, that was another decision that potentially could have gone wrong. But I think the rest of it was all pretty straightforward. Dmitry Menchikov, someone mentioned this against Sinson McClinby. Great comeback, third round knockout, having lost the first 2 rounds probably. But no bonus.
Sinson was doing really well. I don't know why he decided to start trading punches with him. Don't know why. You only know but Dimitri's specialty is what? Like, it's boxing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why would you stand and bang with someone who's got that kind of power, you know? And like, I don't really understand the game plan, but if he just kept chopping the legs and attacking the body. Oh, hello, Matt. I think he could have secured the win, but Dimitri just showed how much power he got, man. Just finished him.
Well, we'll get back into that later. But yeah, welcome, Matt Lucas. How are you?
Oh, it's Tristan. It's an international party here.
Yeah.
Where did you find yourself in London at the moment?
I'm over in Whitechapel, which is East London.
Yes, sir. Nice. Is that like a McDonald's or something?
Obviously. No, I said no to Ronald McDonald, and I'm at a hotel lobby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. How's the seminar going in Reading?
Yeah, it was very, very good. So there were over 300 people attended from, I think, 16 different countries. So pretty massive turnout. There was food, Thai food, both lunch and dinner. Petji Ja had her first ever seminar there and did very well. Nong O was very charismatic, and Superbon showed a lot of his techniques as well. So I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I saw
Don't
there's
forget
like
to comment on the
1,000 kids. Yeah,
Don't forget to comment on the Instagram, guys. To get a free trip to
Yeah,
Thailand. Visit my gym,
everyone-
visit Revolution.
exactly.
It'll be a fun trip. I'll take care of you guys really well.
Yeah.
But it looked really busy, Matt. I saw loads of kids packed into some kind of hole. Yeah, there's like 1,000 kids all throwing kicks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. I think in the future they'll expand the room size, but this was the first go, so they trying a lot of things out. It was at a Hilton hotel in Reading, which is like an hour west of London. So
Wow.
it was like the first go, so some hiccups, but overall I would say pretty smooth.
Pretty smooth, man.
What was your take on Reading? As a place I've only been to 3 times in my life for the annual Reading Music Festival when I was 18 years old, 19, 20. Did you enjoy it, Matt? Your time in Reading?
I spent basically 24 hours in Reading, so the probably the highlight besides the seminar was going to a pub called the Jolly Farmer, which it looked like a cottage, and they had a little Thai restaurant in there, but mainly they had beer and crisps. So I was like, I'm doing it. I'm living the dream. This is it. You go to a
Sounds
pub
good to us.
What's that?
Sounds good to us, man.
Yeah, go to a pub in the middle of nowhere, drink beer, eat potato chips. What more could you want in life?
Did you have a bit of Guinness?
I did not.
No.
It's too heavy for me, man.
Man, Guinness is the go when you're in England. Yeah, how do you feel about Smilla Sandel on her performance on Saturday morning? Oh, Saturday night, maybe.
Yeah, I thought obviously I thought it was good, especially considering the weight cut stuff. I think Natalia made a very strong and good decision to take the fight. It's never easy to do that sort of stuff, so definitely hats off for her. I think in the future, Smilla probably needs longer notice to make 56.7, or ideally should be opening up a new weight class for her other athletes.
Yeah, I agree. How long? What's the notice for this fight? You can't say.
It was about. I would say it was about 4 weeks.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
To start dieting and everything as well around the Songkran time as well, where everyone kind of just takes it easy as well on New Year's.
Yeah, I mean, when she fought Alicia and then the other woman at one Lumpini, she had maybe 6 or 7 weeks notice, and it seemed like there were no problems. But this time was a little shorter notice. She had to cut a bit harder, and I think her body just shut down. It's also like, she signed to one when she was 16.
Yeah, she's still growing.
Yeah, she's still growing. So,
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a shame what happened. Lost the belt. Chatri's said he's keen on doing this flyweight division, but Smilla told me she'd still like to have a go at getting her strawweight belt back. What would you prefer, Matt, to see? Should we just, if say the flyweight division is there tomorrow, we wake up, it's been created. Would you say just go up, or?
I would probably say just go up.
Yeah, me too.
So for her to fight in the strawweight division, the battle is actually just the weight, and then the fight itself is relatively easy because she's a fucking giant at that division.
Yeah.
But if she's fighting at flyweight, it is no longer, it's not about the weight, it's about the fight itself.
Yeah.
So I think she'll have to level up her skills, and will be fighting a lot harder girls that can do more damage.
Mm.
All right.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a bit more about this seminar as well. Apparently, Anonymous was going to buy a ticket. Someone was going to buy a ticket. Yes, yeah. Almost bought tickets to the seminar, but I needed to stay awake to Fight Night 22. Will there be another one? Yeah, like I think you mentioned, this was a test run of sorts.
Yeah, so the WBC and SAT have plans to do a few more. I think Berlin was being tossed around, Paris, Sydney, and America at some point. I don't know what the exact timeline is. I assume they'll probably have another one or two later this year, and then next year, I bet it will be much more regular.
Mm. So it's like a much a feeling out process for the WBC.
Yeah, very much so. And
Yeah,
for
I think-
the SAT and TAT as well.
Yeah. And I think our higher ups at WBC would be happy with how the seminar and everything's going over there.
Yeah. Kevin
That's nice.
Noon, who's the Secretary General, was very pleased. And Colonel Tenapon, who's the president, was very, very happy. They were both in attendance and helping organize the event. So it went smooth. It was good.
Very good.
What-
Very happy
what
that
is,
they're over there.
Did Superborn enjoy it? Is he enjoying the UK?
Yeah, I think he liked it. You know, the flight is a bit long. Tristan's been over here before. It's like 12 hours,
Aye.
nonstop. It's a long flight. And then you wake up the next day and start working. So that can be a bit hard, but it's the price of fame, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Is he hanging around or has he gone straight back?
Yeah, so Superbon is doing a little bit of a European tour. Today, I think he is at Keep on Tip with John Pop doing a seminar there, and then I believe he goes to Berlin, Switzerland, and Spain as well. So he's doing a little bit of a European tour for I think a week or two, and then returns back to Thailand to keep on living the dream.
Yeah, I think there's rumors of a 70-kilo Grand Prix going on, so he might come back and get ready for that, and it'll be very entertaining if they put it on.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I think he could rematch Tawan Chai, and I think if he rematched him, maybe could switch the plan a little bit and potentially win. He's still, he looked pretty good in the Tawan Chai fight. The last 2 rounds, I would say he was starting to come into it a bit more, but Tawan Chai came out a bit too fast and hard, controlled it.
I think it took him a while to adjust to the rule set and the elbows and everything to come back into Muay Thai as well.
Yeah, he's been doing so much kickboxing of late, which, he's very good at. And I definitely understand why. There's traditionally been more money in it. So,
yeah.
Matt, there's a question for you from Ego Kind. I'm going to put on the screen. You recently asked on Reddit for some topic suggestions. I know that you were talking about putting it out on the Fairtex blog. Any chance we'll get a video as well?
Yeah, so I'm putting out more videos soon. So on Smilla's channel, we're doing a fight review in the next day or two. So I'll be able, if people have questions, I'll ask her directly about all the weight cut and the process of everything that happened. Also, coming up to Stamp's fight, I'll probably do a behind-the-scenes tour behind the fight and preparation for a fight, because the previous ones I've done of her have performed very well, and it's always fun and interesting to be behind the scenes to see everything happen as it unfolds.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's
any predictions for next month? Finish or unanimous decision or
for
submission?
A Stamp? And I think she'll knock out Denise.
Which round? Let's be precise here.
Yeah,
Third round, okay.
3. I think halfway through the third round.
Halfway through the third. By.
Let's say body kick. Body kick.
I was gonna say it as well.
Yeah, body kick or knees. Wait, what do you think,
Yeah.
Tristan?
Probably a big body kick to the body and feels it and then just goes down, you know?
Yeah.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who had the most fans at this seminar?
I would say Super Bond.
Yeah.
Super Bond's by far the most famous, but the Nong O was very charismatic. So I think as he continues to gain popularity, he'll probably become a lot more liked. Pedjija is very reserved, so I think, she'll definitely have a good fan base in the future, but probably needs to like work on her charisma a little more.
Is that something you help fighters with, as part of your duties on these kind of things? And when you are working with them at the gym, I know you put stuff on Facebook. I see, sort of 101, like how to. It's Muay Thai. It's not just about the fighting, is it? It's about everything. There's so many other things. Yeah, is this something you teach them?
Yeah, I try and instill it at least. A lot of it is just being comfortable in front of the camera, having dialogue, doing things like this very regularly. You get more comfortable, and you start being able to think of clever things to say or show your personality a bit more. I think traditionally Thai fighters have not done that. It's just in the interviews, cup, yeah. And the world is changing, and if you want to be a superstar like Stamp, you have to show a bit of your personality.
Yeah, Stamp. When I first interviewed her, she was very shy. Very young as well, understandable, and she didn't speak English. Prem had to translate. This is around 2019. She did speak some English, but was very shy to use it, and Prem would force her to use her English, and you could see the smile and everything, and there was a real personality hidden in there. It's crazy to see how she's changed, and how charismatic she is now. Were you surprised, Matt, seeing her? Now she's the most popular, maybe like top 2 in one championship.
I'm not. I think that Stamp, some people have a natural affinity for media and being on stage, and I think Stamp is one of those people. She was, blessed with the gift of being a pretty good fighter and an amazing entertainer. So together that makes a incredible package, especially these days. A lot of fighters are just good fighters and don't have that extra spark.
Yeah.
Ego Kind asking you, do we see Ferrari have a fight outside of one, maybe in Samui or those Fairtex road shows? Any event will do.
Yeah. Any 5-round event. I would definitely like to see that. I think Ferrari's style of fighting is much more geared towards 5-round fights. He's a Ferrari. He's not a tank. And one championship is, a demolition derby a lot of times where you're just having guys smash. So I think Ferrari does a bit better in longer races where you have to be a bit more tactical and use your brain a bit more. But most of the money in the sport is in the 3-round events.
Yeah.
That is how it goes. The shy and socially awkward fighters are so vicious, says Anonymous. I agree.
Have you seen Sidicha?
Sidicha is a prime example.
Yeah.
How is London treating you then, Matt? So you did you go to the History Museum? You're telling me today you may go to the National History Museum, was it?
So
it's Museum?
It's a bank holiday over here, so there were very, very long lines, and I'm not very good at waiting. So
no.
I just walked around a lot. I got to see Big Ben. I went to see the river. You know, the weather was really shit, so I felt like I was getting an authentic English experience.
Is this your first time?
Yeah, it's my first time. And yesterday I went to Camden, and me and my buddy went on a pub tour, so that was pretty fun.
Pub crawl?
Pub crawl, and we had a Sunday roast, which was very weird as well.
Beautiful. Get a little bit of black pudding.
No, my friend got Yorkshire pudding. He said it was pretty dry, which, you know, it was the only thing dry in the town this weekend.
Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun. When are you heading back to Thailand?
Yeah, I leave later tonight, so I'll be back
really?
in Thailand tomorrow afternoon. So very quick trip.
Yeah.
So you're going to see Smilla. You're going to talk to her about the. You're doing a review. You said. Where can everyone see this?
So this will be on Smilla's YouTube channel. So we did one for her previous fight with Alicia, I believe, or no, I think it was Alicia.
Yeah, it was Alicia. I was there. It was Alicia.
Yeah, Alicia. And then we'll do one for this one. And it's definitely a format I would encourage people like, say, Tristan, to do with their fighters. Because people like want to hear from the fighters, and especially if you can have a very basic conversation with them as you watch the fight.
Yeah,
it's much more relaxed. They usually are more comfortable.
Much more out of the setting, you know. Like and you're talking with someone they know as well. The personality comes out a bit more, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But I think for Sida Chai, it would be a lot of translating.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, but you know, that's something that is definitely needed as well as, you know, Thai to English translations of everything.
Yeah.
You do a bit of the translation, don't you? You got some of the lingo.
Yeah, I have some of it. I'm definitely not as fluent as Tristan, but
Matt, you're doing pretty well, Matt. You're surviving.
Yeah. I try my best. It can be a bit hard sometimes.
Junior Fairtex, is she the next star?
I mean, the question is basically the answer. If you're asking the question, I would say you know the answer. I believe so. You know, looking at Junior, she again ticks all the boxes.
Yeah.
You know, so I think she's just waiting for her sort of breakout viral moment. And in the meantime, is plugging away.
It's a lovely personality as well. Like very entertaining to see.
Got a few fans, growing fan base. Great performance was needed after a hard wake up for Smilla, but she's done really well. Yeah, what did you make of her display against Natalia? She got caught, didn't she, in the first round? Her eye was pretty banged up too.
Yeah, I think, you know, that's one of the other reasons why I want Smilla to go up in weight, is because she will have to develop her defense and her skills more. Because even with the fight with Jackie and also the woman at One Lumpini, we saw her get touched up a bit. And if she's fighting at featherweight, getting touched up a bit is going to be banged up a bunch.
Flyweight, you mean?
Yeah, at flyweight, correct. Thank you. So I think it would be really good if she moves up, and then she's going to be forced to learn how to block punches.
How to box, how to develop her boxing a bit better, you know, other than just relying on knees. I was talking to Clinton about how she's kind of like a Muay cow in the one settings right now, with her skill set. But she did set up that body shot to get the finish off Natalia very well as well. Very nice to see.
Yeah, it looked more like it was the right hand that shook Natalia, that turned her, and then it was a body shot. Bang.
Yeah.
Well, we were just talking about. I don't know if you have an opinion, Sinsumet and Dimitri, when you jumped in.
Like you talk about Natalia's fight as well, because some people were saying they should have called an 8 count
Oh yeah.
before
When
Olivier actually stopped it as well. You know, a lot of people were saying they should have counted.
she went out of the
Natalia a
ropes, right?
count. Yeah, she went out of the ropes, but I think they had like 10 seconds to go. So
Well,
yeah,
Mehdi
a lot
was
of people were
screaming.
saying,
Mehdi
yeah,
was
Mehdi,
saying,
Mehdi was freaking out, man.
Yeah, but
I think she's gone down.
I'm not. I don't have a real opinion about that, but I do want. I love Mehdi. He also freaks out about everything.
Yes.
Unless his fighter wins, he is probably going to freak out.
Yes.
You know. So you have to take it with a serious grain of salt.
But if you go by the one rule set, I think there's no standing 8s. So Olivier couldn't give a standing 8 or an 8 count until they hit the floor, which Natalia didn't, and she just get barraged on by Smilla. So he had to call it.
Yeah,
and that's my opinion. Same situation with Singsimon as well.
Yeah, and the way Alicia was standing as well, or Natalia was standing as well. She was bent over and turned away. It's a super dangerous position.
Yes.
Smilla was about to go ham on her. Hungrier for a win than for Tristan and a Sunday roast.
He's got some guava today. He's on a diet.
Oh yeah. Oh good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But I love a Sunday roast.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for that. Felipe Lobo posted a video of Haggerty in the same situation, apparently getting an 8 count. Was that when he sat on the ropes against Lobo?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that as well. It was a pretty clever comparison from Felipe.
Yeah.
Good
Good
call there from him.
I've seen standing 8 counts in one before, says Connor. Very rare though. Well, yeah, I'm sure Natalia feels gutted.
Yeah.
If she had just gone down, but I do feel Smilla was gonna turn it on anyway, and the result would be the same. Do you feel that way, Matt?
I think so. I do. I think Smilla's skills, especially at that weight class, are a level above most of the other girls.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why the other girls are scared. Whenever there's an interview with Jackie Boonton, wonderful person, but also I feel is scared of fighting Smilla again. She's always like, "Oh yeah, maybe in the future," or "I want to try kickboxing first," or "I'd like to be a pro tennis player before I rematch her."
Well, I was talking to Peter, the nutritionist, about this, and I just felt a lot of the girls were waiting, hoping Smilla would go up soon, and then they will suddenly be interested in fighting again.
For the belt.
Yeah. And maybe they were right because we saw what happened. But Smilla is adamant. Yeah, she wants to not just win back her Muay Thai belt. She wants to get the kickboxing belt too, which Jackie and Anissa Mex are going to fight for.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a wise move for her, Matt?
I mean, I think that if Smilla can make the weight, she should, fuck it. Why not? I don't. And I think if she's going to do it, it's going to have to be this year. Potentially early next year. Otherwise, it's like, bro, you're
too big for the division.
Yeah, you're too big. Like, when I met her when she was 15 or something, she was a little twig, and now she's developed as like a normal looking woman. So it's just like I feel like you can't do that much longer.
Yeah, there was about 50 Swedish people all there at the hotel this week, and these very tall Scandinavian women, they're just not really meant to fight at straw weight, I think. Yeah, if they were all fighters, they would struggle. I can see Smilla Peter was telling me 1 or 2 more fights, and this was before she missed weight this week, and so maybe go but get the belt back. Who would you think she might match up with for that? Would they maybe do the rematch with Natalia? Is there enough controversy from the finish?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that Natalia will want to do the fight again.
They
You know,
must have to sign someone, I think.
yeah, they'll have to sign someone. There's obviously accomplished women around that weight, like Shannon Gardner over in Perth,
Yeah.
the WBC champ. There's also very good women at like the 61 kilo area, like Neem Keenan. Neem,
Oh.
yeah, she's very good. So, I don't really see any of the current signed and active
Active.
strawweights wanting to fight Smilla, especially like most of these women are fighting like once or twice a year. It's not enough fight preparation and time and money and everything to basically going to be slaughtered by a giant
Swede.
by a giant Swede.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I'd like to see her just go up, but until one put that division together and try to fight us. This is what annoyed me. A lot of people calling Smilla a weight bully last week, but what is she meant to do? Is she just meant to give up the belt, or if she's got to fight, if she can't get fights at 135, she's gonna have to fight 125. She's gonna have to try and make weight, and if she can make weight after 2 months, then it's fine. So, do you think these comments are unfair, Matt? I know how Peter feels, but I'm sure you feel similar.
Yeah, I think the weight bullying conversation comes up a lot with Nico Carrillo, and I think that if you can make weight, you're abiding by the rules. And a lot scientifically, or at least my understanding is, cutting a drastic amount of weight doesn't actually improve or help your performance. But if you can do it well and you're bigger and you're stronger or whatever, hats off to you. That the game is not fair.
Sure.
The part of it is the better fighter, part of it is the better ticket seller, and that's the way the game goes.
Yeah, look at Sinicha. Has been dealing with so-called weight bullies his whole career. Running out of opponents, moving up to fight in Europe, and it's skill for skill. And he still beat guys bigger than him in China and in Europe. Sometimes cutting too much doesn't really. It's negative for you. It's just cutting too much maybe makes you a bit chinnier. Get hit on the chin, maybe you go down a bit easier, or opponents know to target your liver or your the stomach, as you're cutting weight a lot, your body's a bit weaker than normal. Look at what's his name? The guy that fought Sema Pit?
Yeah, Eunice Rabba.
Yeah, Eunice Rabba. Yeah. I think he cut too much and he's feeling effects of his body, and Sema Pit hit him with everything as well, and it just went down. But...
Yes. Well, I'm gonna have Eunice on the show on Wednesday so we can ask him about this. I believe.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Interesting. It's going to be a good show. We got Dennis Purich as well, who's going to fight Rod Tang. He's a lively one, and but Matt, I don't know. Are you free? Do you need to go? Do you want to stick around and talk shit, or what?
Yeah, I'll talk shit for another 15 minutes or so.
All right.
Yeah, I got a question from Matt. Did you like my Chinggis clone 2 weeks ago on Fairtex Fight?
Oh, he was very good.
Yeah.
So for those of you out in internet land that aren't familiar, Tristan brought a very good Eastern European. He's from like Algeria,
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Algeria is a TV channel.
Yeah, that country that I say with my very American accent. He did very well. He had like a kickboxing style, and I think he put down the Thai opponent with a body shot, but it was also twice. Yeah, it was very, very good. I think he has potential for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking to get him maybe into one Lumpini. Maybe he'll be a good addition to the featherweight division.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I could see that. Is he out here for a while?
Yeah, he's out here for a while. His next fight's in Georgia. We'll come back and assess everything after that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Should be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we were looking through. I don't know if you had any other thoughts on this card, Matt. Did you manage to see it other than the Smilla fight while you were doing the master class?
Yeah, I actually did not. You know, the everything's on Sky Sports over here in London,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
which is great, but it's also actually hard to log on to. It's not as app easy as like Amazon Prime, but I guess Sky Sports has a bigger, wider base. I don't know.
Yeah, Sky's cable, so or you have a dish attached to your house. So it's not like Amazon. You can just pay a fiver and watch. You need to go through a lot of bullshit to have a subscription and pay like £50 a month.
Oh,
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they have like a streamlined app now, but I haven't lived there for 7 years. So. But I can't imagine it's easy to watch in the UK unless you have a VPN. But I don't want to encourage such criminality.
yeah. You're a man of law and order, Nick.
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe I need to tell people where I get my VPN then.
Yeah, just I'll cover my ears. But did you see the big one was Hiroki and Wei Rui? I don't know if you kind of seen the uproar about that or if you care because it's kickboxing. But are you on Team Hiroki here?
Yeah, I didn't get to see this one, so I wouldn't really be able to weigh in.
Okay.
He was the one that previously was the kickboxing champion, right?
Yes.
Then Petanong beat him up, and then
Petanong turned him purple. Turned his body purple. What about Tong Poon though? Do you think he's overrated? If people kind of found out how to deal with Tong Poon?
Yeah, he's probably overrated. I saw Ellis fight him a while ago, and then I've seen other of Tong Poon's fights. He's definitely a character. He has that marketing allure, but as a fighter, I think he's sort of mediocre. I think that maybe one was placing heavy bets on him, and he's been a bit exposed. You know,
by the international fighters.
What's that?
As well? By the international fighters as well?
By the international fighters.
But he fights ties. If he doesn't bang him out in the first 30 seconds, it goes all the way, and it's a close fight. So it's like that same as we saw with that kid from Jitmunon, and same with Ilias as well. How Ilias finished him,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Ellis.
Hashtag free Ilias.
Hashtag free Ilias. Yeah, he needs to free himself of all those roids.
Well, I love Tong Poon. He is a character, like you say. I mean, he turned up to the face-offs in a beanie, a denim jacket, like jeans. It was so hot, right? It's 40 degrees. Yeah, madman. But he commits to the gimmick. I like it. But I'm slightly worried. Is he has a ceiling? I feel. And El Jamari did well, but he got knocked out in Qatar. But to his credit, he said strawweight is more his thing than fly. So
or
whatever it was. Yeah, he was fighting up a division in Qatar, but I don't know. Zakaria didn't look anything too special, but Tong Poon, just seemed to be flat. It's a shame. I like him. He's a nice guy, but maybe I was hoping as well he might win and we might get the Ellis rematch, but they probably won't rematch that now.
Nah.
No.
But anyway, Sean is one of your guys, right? Is that right?
Yeah. So I've known Sean for about 10 plus years. He comes from the same part of California as me, and he basically has had the same style and same knockout power for most of his amateur and pro career. So he was flattening people with that left hand for a long time. So this one is not a massive surprise.
Yes, he looked good.
Um,
Chihiro, she's coming for Stamp. She wants Stamp. Chihiro Sawada. Do you feel
yeah.
like Stamp's got anything to be worried about from this girl?
I'd
Probably
have,
her wrestling.
Strong
yeah,
AF, I would say. She just
Uh,
bullies girls.
I think she'll test out. Sorry, Matt. I think she'll test out Stamp's ground game a lot. Than than other trying to stand and bang with her.
yeah. I think two things. One, I do think Stamp's ground game has gotten better. She's a well-rounded MMA fighter now. I'm not saying that her ground game is amazing or anything, but I do think it's
Improving.
yeah, it's improving and people underestimate it. Two is everyone wants to fight Stamp. Everyone wants a piece of Stamp, because you beat Stamp, your name automatically goes up. You automatically, or people assume maybe that you automatically get the big paydays, the big opportunities and stuff. I'm not sure if that's true, but it's the same as with Haggerty. You know, everyone's gunning for him because they believe winning the belt will catapult them to new career heights.
Yeah. And would you think there would be a return for Stamp in MMA or Muay Thai? In Muay Thai or kickboxing?
You know, I maybe I don't really see that happening for a while. Um, I think the fight, obviously, I think Petrika is probably going to dominate the atomweight division soon. I assume she's going to fight Alicia soon.
Yeah.
And I think it will be a competitive fight, but I give it to Petrika, and then no one's gonna want to fight Petrika for a while. And if Stamp fights Petrika, I give Petrika 70% chance of winning.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Tristan?
Oh, I say 60-40 Petita.
60-40? Oh, you're a lot nicer than me to
Oh,
to Stamp. what about you, Nick?
Yeah, I think Pet Gigi would be the heavy favorite against anyone she fights. To be honest, Stamp has won all three belts, but hasn't held them concurrently. I could see Pet Gigi maybe doing something crazy like that, and maybe even having four belts, getting something up at strawweight. But I don't know. She does it's insane how good she is. But I think if I'm one, I will keep them separate as long as possible.
yeah.
I wouldn't have Stamp going over to Muay Thai again or anything like that. Just beat up some
Stamp's
women in MMA.
Stamp's got to cement her MMA career now to make her look like a great. She's going to be great in MMA. She's going to cement that she's going to be a great champion for one championship and everything. And then maybe after she cements her MMA career, maybe she could go back to kickboxing or Muay Thai. Eventually, I think that's going to happen. People will want to see those fights.
Yeah,
I think America will take her more to their hearts as an MMA champion. Is that right, Matt? Have you sensed that on the tour you went on with her? I think.
When on the tour, everyone sort of perceives Stamp still as a Muay Thai fighter, because we're mainly going to Muay Thai gyms because that's my connections, and also the world of MMA doesn't necessarily have seminars. The fan structure is a lot different. So, and to be honest, I'm not as familiar with it. So, I still think most people perceive Stamp as a Muay Thai fighter that is now very accomplished in MMA.
Well, I hope she stays in MMA. I just think she's got way more marketability for one there, I think. And perfect. She's headlining this US show. That's incredible vote of faith, isn't it, Matt? Given DJ headlined the Denver show last time, and she's above Superlek and Haggerty, which could be fight of the year. To put their faith in Stamp to headline that shows a lot, right?
Right. She's gonna
Yeah.
come out. She's gonna come out, do the stamp dance, and the roof is gonna go off, man, off the fucking
Yeah, the Denver
space.
Nuggets basketball arena.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, last time it was incredible. Like, you know, the whole crowd was like stamp, stamp, stamp. She'd never, been to America before. It was her first real long stay in America, and had a pretty massive fan base with people flying in from all over the country. It was pretty entertaining and surprising.
Yes, Anonymous points out 14-year-old Petchija beat 19-year-old Stamp in the pre-1 days. Yeah, it's a tall order, I think, for anyone to beat Petchija. There's something about her. Right. There are many better fighters than Tong Poon, says Na Im, in his weight class on One Lupini. I don't know why one is giving him a lot of attention.
Yeah. Well, who's the other kid they signed? The small one. I forgot his name.
Well,
Song Chai Noi.
Yeah, Song Chai Noi.
Yeah.
Song Chai Noi looks a lot
He's
better,
tiny.
man.
Yeah.
Don't know why he's not getting
And he
as
missed
much
weight.
opportunities as Tong Poon. Oh yeah.
He's not got the charisma. Yeah, Tong Poon just has the look and he's kind of cool. He dresses like a Mexican gangster.
Yeah, but so what if you're gonna put on bad fights? So why are you gonna put him on?
Yeah. So I've covered up your face there, Matt, with a comment. Apologies. We want to see that beautiful face in the hotel lobby.
I think this person's question can be answered pretty easily. Like, one is a media company, a sports media, but it's primarily a media company, and they're looking for attention. And so Tong Poon brings that attention more than a lot of other fighters, with his Mexican cholo charm.
Is this a subset of Thai culture? Because he seems to have a whole crew with him every time.
There's like a cholo culture in Bangkok where they all dress and look like Tong Poon.
Shit, even I wear looks, man. Of course.
I like that. Okay. All right. Do you have to go, Matt? Have we had our time with you?
I do indeed. I appreciate your guys' time and look forward to seeing both of you out in Bangkok sometime soon.
Yes, sir.
Probably catch up at Impact.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like a good plan.
We'll get not a Guinness, but something.
Yeah. A Sunday roast.
A roast, yeah. Pleasure, Matt. And yeah, we'll get some. You sent me something, right? A file for the
I sent you some
class. Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna blow up some content
Matt.
on this. Yeah, but enjoy the flight, and yes, we'll see you in June for 167 Impact Arena. Is that right? 67, I think so. Stamp against Denise. It's gonna be big. Matt, any final words, or are you just gonna slink off into the night?
Yeah, I'm gonna slink off into the night. Very excited to see Stamp probably knock out Denise in the third round with a body kick halfway through the round.
Oh, that's quite the prediction. Quite the prediction.
Hopefully, my crystal ball is okay and I can start using it for stock market tips.
Send us some if you do.
Yeah, this is a tester. After this, I'm gonna make all sorts of predictions.
We'll tune in to see if Stamp finishes Denise with the body kick in the third round. Is that right?
Yep, that's I'm going on the record for that one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, thanks, Matt. See you later.
See you, gentlemen.
Bye. See you, Matt. Have a safe flight.
Yep.
Safe flight. All right. We have about 15 minutes if anyone has any questions. But that's Matt Fairtex. Not Matt Fairtex. Matt Lucas. Sorry, works at Fairtex.
Matt Lucas.
Cool dude.
Fairtex.
Yeah, very nice guy. I met him years ago, and we had a few drinks in Denver last year. Very interesting man. Just one of life's good guys, isn't he, Tristan?
Oh, he's a very nice guy, mate, and he's been through the circuit. He's been through everything in Thailand. He's got a very well-deserved spot in Phuket and in Pattaya, and yeah, very happy for him. He's just a very nice guy in general.
Yeah,
Very
make sure
happy in life, you know.
you follow him, guys, on Instagram. He's
Instagram.
pretty good there. Facebook, yeah. YouTube, he's got loads of vlogs and things on YouTube. If you like Fairtex fighters, he's got a lot of behind the scenes content, so definitely worth checking out. And check out Tristan, who's building his social media empire now. He's up to 268 followers, I think, on Twitter. Last time I saw.
Really?
You're loving the Twitter, yeah.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Twitter.
235. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. But
Same username here.
yeah, Tristan
Yeah.
2pn.
Oh, I piped up about the Stitcha and Nori fight being the second fight of the card. I don't know if it's completed yet, the card, but I don't know. Second fight, it's a bit disrespectful to both guys saying their status in kickboxing. They could have moved Hirata down one fight, or maybe switched the fight with Cade and Blake as his MMA debut. But man, that's how they do it.
They're starting with Jojo, right? Ghazali against.
Oh, no, look at the order. I thought it was
I haven't seen the order.
Oh, well, on the website, it's Adrian Lee first, Sidichai Nori, Hirata versus Souza, Cade Blake Cooper, Liam Harrison and Katsuki Naito, and then Jojo and the Vietnamese guy, Mikey and Sosa, and then Rotang and Dennis, and then the co-main and the main event respectively.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I heard a little birdie tell me, that actually Ghazali's going to kick it off. So you might be third from the start. I don't know if that helps you.
Oh, it's still an early get up, man.
Still early AF, yeah. I would have that fight way, way higher. I would have that. Oh, I'd have that above Mikey, but Mikey's is it a belt or not? No, it's not. Yeah, I'd have that fight above Mikey and Sosa. Disrespectful, I agree slightly, given their status.
And kickboxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The one team's been funny, It's the same with that Bevy fight being above Rung Ravi and Singh Samut, Like they could have put Singh Samut and Dimitri as the co-main, and it would have been a lot better. And maybe move up Akimoto a little bit as well.
Yeah, well, I like a Bevy, nice guy, but yeah, let's get these guys, these legends, the status they deserve. Come on, fellas. Right. Question for you, Tristan. See, in one, the British ref, I think his name is Ricky. Yeah, Ricky Sewell. Do you have to change your fight plans as he breaks up clinches much quicker than Thai refs?
No, not really, because in general, one breaks up the clinch pretty well, and my guys fight on some other 3-round shows, and they break the clinch up pretty well as well. So we're used to getting break it up with the clinch early and just adjusting to just striking and clinching for a short time. It's what it is nowadays. This is what is entertainment Muay Thai is like for 3-rounders. So you have to adjust to the way of living, to the way you want to make money. So you can't. We can prep him as much as possible, but it's up to them to perform in the ring now.
Abdullayev should fight Tenkai next. Put his name in the hat.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Pereira landing a backflip grounded knee at the UFC? Assuming you've seen it, I haven't seen it, but it sounds exactly like something that guy would do. I've seen him before. No other questions. Get your questions in, guys. We'll do like 10 minutes or something. Unless you got to go, Tristan. It's getting late here, so I'm going to wrap it up soonish. But any other thoughts from the weekend in One Fight Night 22? Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Is it true?
Is Rung Rawi undefeated under kickboxing rules?
No. He lost to former one. I don't know if he's still signed with one. Islam Muzatayev.
Oh, Motasayev, yeah.
He fought a while ago in Malaysia. We were in the same card. He trained at one of my friends' gyms. Yeah, that was his only loss in kickboxing. I think it was his debut as well. So it's not a bad person to fight in your debut, you know.
That is not a bad debut
But
fight.
after that, I think he's been 18-1 or 19-1 now, including Bogdan. So yeah, it's pretty impressive, man. After taking 5 years off in kickboxing, to come back and perform the way he did, put on a masterclass, you know, like a lot of people's been saying.
Did you sit down and interview Chatri? No, I did not. They scheduled it for around the time of the face-offs on Friday morning, and I told them, well, I need to leave. It took me an hour to get to town for Bangkok. So they wanted to do it at 10 a.m., but I have to leave by 10:30. And when I talk to Chatri, it tends to go about 45 minutes long. So didn't want to be rushing around or anything, miss the bus. So I said, yeah, let's rearrange. I'm going to try and get it this week, guys, hopefully. But yeah, he did another sit-down interview, so you can go watch that one. But I'd like to think our one will be... Well, I would guarantee it'll be fun either way. What do you think about the Kulub Dam matchup for 160? 64. Was that Friday fight 64?
Fucking great matchup. Great matchup. Kulub Dam's been known as like the Furlan killer or whatever. Like, you know, he knocks out a lot of foreigners. And this guy's been undefeated against name ties as well. So this is a very good matchup. And it'll be fun to see if Kulub Dam can take out... I can't say his name. It's Russian. I need to pronounce it a bit more. Kulabin? I can't say it. But yeah, I think it's a good matchup for him. Very good matchup for both guys.
Tristan, Kunsuklek or Petcm this Saturday?
You're a wizard, mate. Go for Kunsuklek.
Yes, sir.
He's a wizard, mate. He's a wizard.
He's a wizard, mate.
Mate, I've been saying he's a wizard since he fought on Lumpini early last year.
Why
he's
did they?
Fucking wizard, man.
How did they lose him? Because I know how high Timo was on this kid. He wouldn't shut up about
it was his own choosing. His gym's choosing to go more on the developmental route and make him fight more 5-rounders as well.
Yeah, I guess.
No, he's only 18, 17, 18. So I think they didn't want to put his chin at risk, banging people out with the small gloves, and just to develop him into such a great fighter he is right now too. And I love his style. Very smart, very high female style. Would like to see. He's only 18, so the sky's the limit, man. He might be the next Sanchai or make his own path out of it with the sport. And yeah, it's gonna be very entertaining this Saturday. I hope I'll make it back. I'm going on a recruiting run up country, so hopefully I'll be back for that.
All right. Lucia, if I pronounced that right, was there. Did Chatri talk to him? Would like to see him fight quickly.
Let's
I presume he spoke to some people while he was there. Why wouldn't they? But he was watching Wei Rui, right? Because I think Wei's his coach.
Yeah, they're at the same gym. I bumped into him with Sidicha and Tananchai. He has a hand injury at the moment after his fight with Sina Karimian on the same card we fought on. And his hand's still a bit swollen. He showed me the scar. I was like, shit. So he's got to take a bit of a break. But I think he'll be back in his dominating ways. You know, if you see his knockout against Sina Karimian, man, that's a scary motherfucker right there, man. And he's only in his 20s, so he's gonna make waves in the sport for sure.
Absolutely. Right.
It would be a fun match to see him fight Roman Kriklia for sure. And I don't know who would come up.
Kriklia would starch him, says Anonymous, unless the judges do their thing. Yeah, I'm sure Ricky is taking another backhander, just like he did from Wei Rui. I'm joking. Oh, yeah. I don't want to give the judges any shit because they normally get it right. And
Man, they're good people, man.
Yeah,
They're
they're good
they're
people,
some of
yeah.
my mates as well.
yeah, I love them all. I met Mehdi Letelier for the first time this time. I'd known Ricky for a while and Shane, really cool dudes. Right, do we know where July and August cards are? Yes, they're in Lumpini.
Yay!
Yeah, yeah. It's a thrilling change of scenery. No, same thing. Denver is the next one, and is not Thailand. And then we got Tokyo 2 weeks later.
Bring me back
And
to
then,
Tokyo, please, boss.
yeah, and then I think there's a tentpole thing 2 weeks after that. That's gonna be a crazy 4 week stretch, guys. Denver, Tokyo, tentpole Thailand, and there'll be a fight night, after a Friday fights tentpole. So that's gonna be 4 huge shows in the space of 4 weeks. Yeah, get ready. And then Atlanta in November. So October, yeah, will be Thailand. It's gonna be a busy end to the year. That should be fun. Will one make a show in South Korea? I don't know. Probably not. Akimoto fight. Take the first round off is super risky, says Al. If Kunstklek fights in 5 round traditional Muay Thai, he'll be very hard to beat. But imagine 3 round, 4 ounce against Ramadan Ondash. He might get knocked the F out, says Tetsuya. You agree, Tristan?
Damn, bro, you're riding the Ondash train a bit hard, man.
Riding Ondash hard.
I think Kunstklek takes it, man. More complete as a Muay Thai fighter, and just not relying on punches. We've seen him fight big punches like Kumandoy, but with the 4 ounce, it kind of changes everything as well. So, would be interesting to see the fight for sure. And yeah, it'd be fun.
Sorry, guys.
Fun to see.
My tits hanging out the whole show. The problem with Kulub Dam is he crumbles under pressure, says Power Pickle. I hope Kulub Dam gets a contract soon. I think he used to be on main roster in one.
Yeah, he used to be on the main roster. I don't know what happened. Well,
yeah, should definitely get him back up.
I think this is a test for Kulub Dam to see how he comes back off a big loss as well from Mungo against Caribbean. So, this is going to be a big test for him, for both guys actually. Kamran, sorry, not Caribbean, Kamran, for both guys to see where they're at the in one championship or have a chance of making up to one championship. Sorry.
No word about Singapore. That's kind of weird since that's where they were always based. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. I don't expect it till next year.
Have they done a Singapore card yet this year?
No.
September. That's all right. I'm not really looking forward to go to Singapore.
It's expensive. It's hot. Yeah. Crowds are shit. I wouldn't be upset if we never went back, but actually it's quite I wouldn't mind going back because it'd be a change of pace from Thailand right now. But
it's where you guys started as well, but the 15% tax and the 10% tax on the purse is a bit hard for athletes. So I don't think they want to do that much,
Yeah, that sucks. But I imagine they will be back, as it is the home of one.
Oh, the Death Express! Someone's talking about him. Do you know if PK bought Duan Cao Cao, or is he? Well, last year I had the same offer to take him up and train, but that fell through with his big boss. Don't know why, but we said we'll definitely take care of him. But he's just hopping from gym to gym, I think, to train different places. And if he feels like PK is the best place, that's good for him, right? And it's like a Muay Thai factory over there, so it's going to be fun Fun for him. He'll probably have a lot of training partners, have a good coaching staff around him now. So, yeah, I think if it's a happy marriage, he'll stay there for a while to train and represent PK and his and his original gym through Sikag and they team at PK.
All right. On that note, gonna leave it because I'm so tired.
Oh,
Double gym sesh for me today, Tristan.
oh.
Yeah. Been really hitting the mats.
We might see him in one if he stays at PK. Tough one because he fights on Pit Indy and Boat doesn't really want his guys to fight on one. So
yeah, Boat hates them.
Not hate, but some antics between two.
There was antics.
Two bosses,
Right, I have to go, guys. See you tomorrow, maybe. I'm thinking of doing a show tomorrow. There'll be one on Wednesday, so be back this week. And then I'm off to Japan on Thursday for a holiday.
Oh, so. Japan!
Yeah.
Are we gonna stay in Ariake again, or are you gonna go somewhere else?
Off to Osaka. Yeah.
Woo!
So there may be no show next week, guys. Apologies, but we'll get a few in this week to make up for it. But Tristan,
tomorrow,
thank you.
Earlier time, I'll be down to make it.
I'll hit. Yeah, it'll be earlier. Today was late because of the vet situation. It'll be earlier tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for joining, Tristan. Always entertaining.
No,
it was great to see you in person again after a few months without seeing you. Yeah.
Happy days, man. Happy days.
You've eluded me in Bangkok for a while. But
what? Because I'm on a diet and I couldn't get a drink. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can. Well, I'll see you out and about. I'm sure for the next show, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You got Sida Chai on the card, so
Sida Chai. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's chat again soon. Maybe see you tomorrow if we'll do a show. But I appreciate you jumping on, and it's always great having you. Everyone loves you, and you're very knowledgeable.
No
a font.
I tried to be.
Yes, very entertaining too. All right, guys, like and subscribe. Please hit the buttons. Do all that good stuff. We'll see you next time. End of the stream. I do have to go.